This is a smart translator pen. I spent a lot of time in Italy and traveling through Europe in 1996 or something like that. Really could have used this. What it does is it scans text in a different language and then immediately translates it for you and even reads it for you.
Quite amazing.
And not only that, you're going to see everything out. But if that's all it did, it is worth it to me 100%. We've taken $60 off the price. So it should be $250. It is $190. We're even going to ship it to you for free and save you another $10.50. E323112 is your item number. Justin, did you find this for us?
I did at CES.
I knew you did.
The Consumer Electronics Show.
Because he likes to travel.
Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, this is right up my alley, right? If you've ever followed me on Instagram, you know I'm not sitting still.
All over the place.
I go all over the world, and they don't speak English everywhere. And that could be a challenge. And so what this does is this takes text and it translates for you live. You've never seen anything like this before. Right here, this is a recipe that I got from QVC.com in Germany. So it's a German recipe. I don't know anything in German at all. So
what
do
are
we
we making?
Let's find out. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to put this onto the table here. I'm going to take my smart translation pen and watch this. I'm going to just go over, let's go what looks like step 3. I'm going to just scan it. You saw the light turned on, and then what happened? It scanned the text, spoke it in German, and then it actually translated it live. So in the base of the sorbet, we're making sorbet here, freezes, spread a baking paper on the baking pan. It's like baking, am I reading upside down? Yeah, baking on there. So let's go back to the next one here. So let's go and scan the next line in.
Chunky even knew what some of the first line was.
Did you know that, Chunky?
The first line is sugar and water.
And then right here, let's, oh, some chocolate we're putting into the sorbet. Melt chocolate in the microwave for about 5 seconds each time, and then stir. And so you go line by line here. This has got that, you can see, kind of like when you go to a grocery store and it scans that barcode. Similar to that, and you're scanning the text on here. And what it does is it immediately recognizes it, and then it's going to go ahead and translate it for you. Now, here's what's cool. 134 languages built inside of this pen. So it's not just German. Let's come over here and see. Okay.
That was my next question. I'm like, okay, but what if there's a big sign?
Yep. Yeah.
How would I do that?
We got you covered. You come in here, it's a touch screen, so it works kind of like a tablet. I'm going to go over to the photo translation now. So 5 megapixel camera located on the back of this. Photo translation. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm in Hungary. I don't speak Hungarian, and I don't know which way to go. Here's what I do. Come up top, and I'm going to take a picture now of that text. It's going to take a look. Oh, let me take it over one more time because I moved a little bit. Grab a picture of that text. I'm going to hit the OK button on it. Now it's going to take the text directly from there, and it's going to translate it here for you and tell you that over here is ladies' room. So now I'm going to guess that this must be then the men's room. So I'm going to try this right here. We're going to go from Hungarian to English. We're going to click on it. And then we're going to hit the check mark. It's now,
and what does it say there? The men's room is on the right.
Exactly. And so now you know which bathroom to be able to go to.
The men's room is on the right.
And it's going to speak it there for you as well.
It speaks it in the language and then in English, which is fantastic.
That's exactly right. But then besides just scanning text, besides just taking photos, how about the conversation? Being able to speak to another person, we have that built into this as well.
Oh, so they can... You can speak English into it, and then so you're with an Italian person, and you're like, okay, you don't know, although most of them know English, they're phenomenal.
Exactly.
Spend a lot of time there, and they love Americans, and I love them.
Do you know any other foreign language?
I mean, no.
No? Okay, so I know a little bit of Russian. So I'm going to speak in Russian to you.
Okay.
So we're going to have a conversation using this translation pen.
Okay.
Here's how it's going to work. There's 2 buttons on the side. I just changed the language, and again, 134 languages. There's 29 that are available on offline, and the 134 that are available offline here. So it means you connect to the internet.
Oh, okay.
So this, just like a tablet, you'll connect to the internet and unlock some a huge amount of languages. Yeah,
okay.
But the most common ones are built right into this. So that's really
nice. And how
nice.
many of those? 10?
About 29 of them.
Oh, 29.
Yeah, so that's a lot of different languages.
Okay.
So what we're going to do
Let's
here
talk.
is I'm going to talk. I'm going to hold this button. Здравствуйте, как дела сегодня? So it heard me in Russian. And then what it's going to do is come over and translate it.
How are you today?
Oh, that's very sweet.
Now, in English, I'm going to hold this button, and you're going to speak in English. So it said, hello, how are you today?
I'm quite well. How are you?
And there it already translated.
Чувствую себя вполне хорошо. Как
Spoke.
ваши дела?
So you can hear that then in Russian. So if you are having a conversation with someone that speaks a different language, you now can literally speak your own native tongue, and they can as well. And this translator pen will be able to translate live for you.
Wow, I'm very impressed.
Quite
by the way,
amazing,
by
right?
your Russian.
That
was
no.
fantastic.
We need to work on it a little bit.
That is so, I mean, talk about bringing people together and maybe not being afraid to go somewhere that, you know, go off the beaten path. Because you're like, well, I'm not going to be able to understand anything, so I'm not even going to go there. That's the best part of traveling. When you go to the places, the touristy places are great. They're probably going to speak English there. Maybe not. Well, depending on where. But going off the beaten path and being able to speak.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny you say that because I have gone all over the place. I went on this trip once before. Carver Din, who comes here all the time.
Oh, yes, you saw him?
I went to Vietnam to go to visit him in the village
That
where
is
they
so cool.
hand carve everything. And on that trip, I just threw myself into the middle of it. I was like, let's do it. Let's
you
go
have
see.
this?
I didn't, but I had to pay a translator. So I actually had to pay for a person to go with me on the trip when I got there all around the country for 10 days. That added up to a lot of money.
I bet.
But it was
this
the only way I was
is
able to get around.
$190. Should be $250. We are bringing it to you. It was brand new just last week. We're saving you $60.
We have free delivery in Japan right now on the Today's Special Value.
Oh.
It's pretty nice. I just
What
was
is
able to
it?
translate that. So it's an umbrella,
umbrella.
and we could tell that by the picture, of course. But now let's see the different options here. So that's a blue-green one that's
Okay.
available. Right over here, I'm going to scan that text again. That's a nice gray one.
Damascus gray.
Yep, that's available. And look at how you can just simply scan through here. So you just use this to scan. There's all the Japanese went through. So we've got a 30-day return policy that you can return that. And we learned that right from there by just using our translator pen.
What's the easy pay?
It looks like, you know what,
Maybe-
not positive on the easy pay here,
Well,
but
and
I think that might be it.
particularly with Japanese. The
Oh.
retail price, 56% off the
off.
retail.
That's
Well,
pretty
I don't
good.
know what the 60% off is here, but it's $60 off. You can get it home. Try it out. If you have someone that's going off to a study abroad, or if you're
Yeah.
going on a fabulous vacation, bring this with you. $38 to get it home on Easy Pay, and we're even going to ship it to you for free. Thank you so much
Good seeing you,
for
Terry.
finding all these fun things for us.